video about R. Kelly because it was like a sympathy video. Y'all forget this man sexually abused girls and boys. Help 910 is my speculation, like what happened with Dave and Celeste. Help a sex trafficking ring in the entertainment industry, and I do believe that Tom Mottola should be investigated because that was his boss. You forgot that this man emulated the slave owner in our family tree because no black American descent person is pure black. We all are part white indigenous, and he acted a camel complexion version of Massa. You forgot that women and girls and little boys were getting trafficked. He threatened people. Y'all try to use his fake black identity because nobody's pure black unless you're from Africa. Okay, you gonna sit here and try to use the race card and it's getting on my nerves. Let me tell you why I don't give a damn about him crying because all right, so back and this got a lot to do with the stalker down there in Phoenix because the stalker who been harassing me for 2 or 3 years is friends with Chris Stokes, and we all know bump, bump, bump. This is the real reason why that I got stalked by the fool down there in Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale, wherever he's lived at. And it's namely by him, but he's part of the problem that happened. Because in January 2019, and I was dealing with issues with Miss Thomas at CUNY Homes, old ugly bitch, old fake ass sister Aunt Jemima, a broke down version of Pam Grier. She's from Chicago. She messed up my rent. Okay, so I supposed to pay $50, and she was trying to overcharge me with rent. I wasn't getting any income in, so a public house is $50, and she overcharged me with rent, and so I didn't want to get evicted. So I know as a Leo that I am, like Madonna, I know how to get attention. I don't have to pay for views or none of that trash. I can have a natural energy to do that. And since the R. Kelly case was the big case, okay, and I knew, and I'm very smart, I knew that y'all, most bloggers would not talk about this. We are mixed race black Americans, right? And he said that his brother was on the tape. He lighter than his brother. Okay, R. Kelly is not dark like no West. Now he's caramel skin. And it's like if I was, I'm gonna use this. I use this phrase. If I was, let's say it was me. Okay, God forbid, I would never do that to what he was doing. But let's say hypothetically, and let's say I was in trouble of a crime, and I said, my, well, West Nice is my, I said Tyrese, my brother. Okay, that's him. And Drake is my brother. That if you heard me say Drake and Tyrese are my brothers, and that's one of them on the tape, you would look at me crazy. I'm darker than Drake and lighter than Tyrese. So that's the real reason why. So I'm like, y'all not mention this man keeps saying that's his brother, but he lighter than his brother. He's not dark. Our kid is not dark skin. Dark skin is dark chocolate like Wesley Snipes. So I don't understand how the hell y'all didn't see that. If you can see here, there are two different complexions. He lying. There's no way in hell that could be him on tape. The kid on tape. So when I mentioned that on January of 2019 on the 12th, okay, mind you, let me let y'all know, mind y'all, I then something told me in your spirit, but I ignored the intuition that you can come on there. So it was Saturday morning, and I talked about my experience because I also was sexually harassed when I was trying to become in the entertainment industry. A dude, a brother, fake ass brush, I say, had his own talent agency. And back in 1997, his mama answered the phone, grandma, auntie. I'm hearing children in the background. Like this is some talent agent at a house. She gave me his phone number, and I was 17, going on 18 back in '97, summer '97. He gave me a phone number, and she like made an anti-gay smirk at me because my voice was high, I guess. So then I called the man, and the man asked me. So I started telling him I was singing English and Spanish. My name is Zacarias, and then that. And then I'm about to be 18 soon, and I'm trying to get my career. And I'm about to start, senior year in high school, blah blah. And then the dude said, "Are you a virgin?" And I didn't catch that. And I mean, so I was so used to ask that question as a kid, from other students when I was young, when I was in high school and middle school. Are you a virgin? So I didn't catch that, but now I look back. The man was trying to seduce, and his office was in Montrose. And I never got told my dad about. I didn't tell my dad about the virgin part, but I told him I said, "Listen, there's a brother, that own African, black owned business. Of course, I try to use the word black at times, we're not pure black, but to use that term for him. And he has business in Montrose. My dad said Montrose was the LGBT community area. He said, I'm not going over there to the area. So I'm in, and I said, man, come on, it's my future, and I'm trying to become a singer, actor, model, and it's owned by a brother. Let me go hang up. He said, I'm not going there, and I didn't go. I didn't go over there. I didn't go over there, and I thank God, even though I was upset the fact that I didn't get to become a star. I didn't go because I could have been doing some Diddy party bullshit, some Christo stuff, some Harvey Weinstein, some David situation. What's that? Could have my ass cheek greased and all that crap. But they say about Will Smith and Ben Medina. Okay, for Fresh Prince Bel Air, actually Bel Air as well. Hollywood Hill with David was in there. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I could have had my ass. We had to eat feces and drink urine and told her. No, I ain't sleeping with no kid. Hell, the fuck no. That's nasty. That's evil. It's disgusting. And it's against all that. All that too. It's disgusting. No, I'm not sleeping with no dude. Sleeping with no woman that I don't know. I ain't love with. Sleeping with a dog. Is Eric King the bomber saying and say, yeah, that's Illuminati. Sacrifice you gotta do. Sacrifice your family. You know what I'm saying? No, okay. So I'm not doing all that stuff. I could be doing all type of weird things and sex trafficking because this is in the industry. This is nasty. So R. Kelly comes after I'm talking about this. Y'all saw the video, okay? I don't have to go detail because I let the video be known. After I did that, he said, "Keep my name out your mouth." He cussed me out in the comment in the comment section. I cussed his ass out. I sure did. I cussed his ass out. So then something told me in the live. He told me in the live, and he told me move your hand. We got your picture and all that stuff. This is on Saturday, y'all. The next week on Wednesday, January 16th, which is Aaliyah's 40th birthday, because me and Leah a couple months apart. I'm 7 months younger than her. Okay, so this someone came to my apartment, CUNY Homes, knocked on my door, about 8ish or 7ish. It was nighttime. I said, "Who is it?" I was doing a live stream, but I told you the thing. I contact Precinct 6, and if you don't believe me, the story, Officer Constable Cabral, Francisca Officer Frankie, she had the screenshots. Me and her talk. The other officers, there was some substance on my porch. I thought it was suds because of me cleaning up. Because HUD was come to CUNY Homes and watch our, clean see our places are clean so we can all in with inspection with HUD. So we had to be prepared for HUD inspection. I come, so I said, dang. So I left. I thought it would dry up. The next day, it was still there, and I said, so it must be semen, baby. I got some bleach with some detergent soap and washed. And I washed it. I ain't touch it. 'Cause no, I got a bucket and poured it. It turned red and with some bleach. And I said, it must be calm. And it was calm. So in voodoo witchcraft, they believe in the body fluids by R. Kelly was peeing on the girls and in blood, like what's her name? Ray was girlfriend, wife said she loving her. They believe in using body fluids to get power. So when they pissing on something like that, when the apartments I live in, Stern Park Apartments, Southwest all that doo doo feces. Like I told the Puerto Rican chief that used to work in the office, I said they doing curse. We got people. Yeah, we got people doing something with this and that. Yeah, that's right. Bobby Gabe. They because what apartment company will have doo doo and feces in the stairway? Come on now, that's disgusting. But they putting spells. They using animal feces or either human feces. Or, yeah, they believe in using putting body fluids. That's why in spirit cookies it was a blood and piss and doo doo and all that stuff. Oh yeah, they believe in that. So that's why he was collecting the girls' pee because that's a voodoo ritual. Okay, so that's why I'm hungry about the satanic mess because if this did not happen, I would we not talk about the satanic mess and listen to the ministries of Zachary King and stuff. If this never happened, because I remember watching Zachary King before this, all like, nah, I don't want to hear about nobody being a saint. But what's the point of being a saint? And anyway, so when R. Kelly, I was scared to go donate plasma. I'm gonna get you to Arthur Farm Plasma. I'm going on street call on I hope Sterling. I used to go donate there. Never forget Daryl. That's the one I got him in trouble. Got him in trouble. That nigga. Okay. Who make fun of Spanish. Okay. He said, "Who's your favorite artist?" R. Kelly. And I was like, "How the hell he know?" So I told one of the people about it. I showed them the screenshots and stuff. And I kid you not, it was a pedophile working at the place. There are two pedophiles. I'm gonna expose that. Two pedophiles working in, and they both mixed. They both part Hispanic. So one of the pedophiles had green eyes. He white, Pacific Islander, and Hispanic. When he was taking me up, from the blood plasma, I said, yeah, he said, uh-huh. I said, yeah, Arquette, uh-huh. And I'm like, why he saying uh-huh? When I was in Southwest Side, I found this asshole. He a pedophile. He also village homeless. Yes, I ain't mention no names. Yeah, there are two pedophiles that work at that place back in South. I said two. They work in the back. They're mixed and part Hispanic. I'm not mentioning no names, but they come on my comment section. What's they say? Hit dog holler. So why did I said why this dude said uh-huh, Yeah, like that what you get. So, and I said, so it's weird when I moved to the Southwest side, I found, look at the sex offender list, he on there. He was homeless, not too far from Judge Israel Garcia's courthouse. And they say he a pedophile too. The one that got me beat, like I said, out. I helped. There's a bunch of people. We all came together, got his bitch ass out last year, being a judge. Okay, yeah, poor child, ugly ass, stinky ass. Anyway, Alf looking ass. So let me get to the subject. So I felt in my spirit, and then I stopped taking. Okay, I've been stopped taking medication. So I was trying to get my access. I started working again. I felt that weird spirit, and then I got tired of certain people at my job talking to me crazy, and I never forget that too. So I'm trying to just I stayed low. They told me not to argue. One Hispanic lady that worked in precinct 6 told me not to argue with the people on the internet. Blah blah blah. So I took down the videos. Put it on. I put it in private videos, but I still researching it and started praying. And R. Kelly got arrested 2 times. Then he got out on bail. He went to McDonald's. Then when Gail King was interviewing him, I was laughing my ass off. It's killing me. 30 years of my life. Talking about when the drug dealer, talking about David Hamilton, David Nicky Hamilton, whatever his name is. That's the one that the Jamaican American. It was a drug lord, veteran that he Tabash Records. Oh, so I did my research on this ads. 38, 1989, when he was on Side of Gold with Natalie Cole. Okay, yeah, 30 years of my life. He the one gave him the job records. Once again, job records. Who? Tom Mottola. See how Mariah Carey was nearly 18 years old. Is a 40-year-old man messing with her? Tom Mottola. Y'all better go interview. That's why Michael Jackson was going through hell with that man. So, anyway, so R. Kelly and was crying he get locked up. And I find it weird that before my eviction on Jennifer Lopez's birthday, her 50th birthday, the 22nd, that's when Darrell Johnson quit working with R. Kelly as a crisis manager, and he ended up here in Houston. Now, I heard he's from Houston. The dark skin with the long hair, yeah, him. Okay. And he got caught scamming and got arrested for scamming. And I also heard that Mayor Turner was connected with this man. So I got evicted around Mayor Turner. See, he dead. I'm gonna talk about his bitch ass too. And she Jackson Lee, I don't give a damn about her too. She died too. Both of them did not help the community. They did not help anyone in Houston. No, she Jackson Lee, who's from New York, Jamaican American, okay, a dreamer, apparently immigrants. And Mayor Turner from Acres Home, they did not have the community. They did not have the community. They don't want. I mean, that's why the homeless population so big with that damn Kush. And I'm not saying it has something to do with it, but they allow it. That all them Kush heads down there in Midtown, that was she Jackson Lee's district. She could have stopped that shit a long time ago. She chose not to. But soon election season comes on, she banging in people's doors trying to get people. Everybody like Miss She Jackson Lee. You know why I like her ass? And I know she dead. Let me say why. Because I used to call her phone. Call her office about what goes on Ken Home about them damn hood rat thugs, them bad cops, both them cotton picking and sharp picking from precinct 6, acting a damn fool. And man, I don't have no chill. I don't show no favoritism. And her phone used to hang up my phone. I used to try to leave a voice message. It was click. I started voting for her. I sure did. So that's why all them damn cush heads and all them folks, that's her district. Crime and rap and yeah, the white folks, yeah, because in the white folks area, she catered them. You can tell. You tell a white person, look, how dare you talk about it? Because they help your community. But the African community, Hispanic community, no, she made sure they became a shitholes. Her area was shitholes before she died. You heard what I said. Her district was shitholes. Shitholes. You're right, it was. During the fucking 30 some years. Sheila Jackson Lee was no good. Don't let nobody fool you. She was not no good. And neither was Mel Turner. Okay? Which I do believe that Mel Turner has something to do with my eviction with this nigga R. Kelly. So R. Kelly so Judge Jerry Brown, okay, get his bitch ass. I'm glad we got rid of his ass. I got rid of his ass too. In the election season, I was super super before. You can call me the coronavirus. I was coronavirus, but I was the coronavirus to get rid of ass. Expose all the tea on Facebook about how this man don't care about the community, kicking us out, making us homeless. I never see so many brothers doing this term, but see, you can't blame the Mexicans or Hispanics or the white folks. We have niggas. You know what I said? Niggas that's making us homeless. Okay? And I'm gonna call like I call all the straw picking folks. I'm gonna call all the cotton picking folks. I am that Afro spick. I'm part Hispanic, Louisiana Spanish. Down my fucking family tree. I'm calling this shit out today. Okay? You went along with the Buddha curse. I'm gonna call your ass out. And it's weird, y'all end up dying. Like my grandma end up dead. Dang, y'all better leave my ass alone. I don't do no y'all. Y'all doing it to y'all damn selves. Anyway, so I end up evicted on Jim Robins's 50th birthday, July 24, 2019. I find it weird because she did do a song with R. Kelly, and it was under time of total. I do find it, and she do that witchcraft too. Her husband called her ass out. Show is, yeah. I already know about her going with Tom told cheat on that man with Tom. Showed it with Tom told. If you had my love, stole what's the name? What's the woman name? What's that lady name? Chantel Moore. If I gave you love, that was her song. But Jim Lovett, if you had my love, yeah. That's why Mariah Carey said, I don't know her. Yeah, because she gave her coochie to Tom Patona. While he was talking about beating and mistreating Mariah, she was Jennifer Lopez was the mission, was a side piece. Was a Sancha. The side piece. She cheated on her husband with Diddy and Tom Turner and Mark Anthony. She sure did. She shared her Pinocha to them three dudes. I said what I said because I'm suspicious why I got evicted on her damn birthday. Support your bitch ass for all these years, Jennifer Lopez. Yes, I did. I bought $100 of your CD. And it wasn't $100, but when she had her first album came out before I quit my job at Andy Frank, not Andy Frank, was Al Farnwell on South Main, and it was a strawberry. Geraldo Rivera and been there whole name, Mr. Rob Rogers, Mexican dude, talked to me crazy. I had to quit. I got tired because I was about to cuss his bitch ass out. So the same day before I quit on that Friday, it was June 1st, 99. I had $100 of cash. On my 15-minute break, see, Target used to be behind Asphalt. They moved and put apartments there. It's further down. Back in '99. So I went there, bought me what I bought. I bought Jennifer Lopez. I bought me some snack. And Jennifer Lopez said there was a Mexican woman named Mary. I don't like her. So I don't forget that there's Mexican woman in there. I said, why you don't like Jennifer Lopez? We can call Jill Dalo then. Why I like Jill? I love Jennifer Lopez. She plays Selena. You know what I'm saying? I don't like her. I bought her CD for $100. I showed her got cash back. So I had right to talk bad about because I'm a consumer. Yeah, as a consumer, I had right to talk about your bitch ass. Yeah, I did say what I said. I had right to talk about her. $100. I showed it. No man, I miss. Okay, thank you. Yeah, she was messing with Mark Anthony Tom. That's why I'm rocking. I don't know her because Tom was using her to get Mariah Carey off her career as a revenge. Yeah, that's why Michael Jackson called the damn devil. But see, y'all forget that's why this man got away R. Kelly because Tom Mottola messed Mariah Carey when she barely was 18, 17 years. Yes, he was when she was in a British K Star. Y'all see why David the singer is so used to because there's a culture of this mess in Hollywood. Of course, in New York and Chicago, but it still can relate to Hollywood. I'm telling y'all don't listen. Listen to the Afro Speak Zach. That's why I'm on the Afro because I am. I'm telling you this. Jill Lovett opened her coaching, her coaching to old ass Tom Mottola while he was mistreating Mariah Carey, and it broke the relationship and marriage of Mariah Carey was very free because it was a old bastard. Yeah, that's why Michael Jackson called him what the devil. Thank you. Just like Clive Davis, the devil. Who else the devil? Jimmy. I mean the devil. You see why David did what he did, or he allegedly did, was alleged. It's a culture of this mess. If you had my love, Jim Lopez getting karma right now, you should live with the witches, going to botanicas, and yeah, but he was still talking to some brujeria and some bruja and some cunya that and all that other crap. Now it come back and hunt your ass. And just like Arcade doing voodoo on me, it come. You talking to an ex warlock. I used to do witchcraft and voodoo when I was 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. It will come back because you're messing with demons. You're not messing with God. You're not messing with God's army, the saints in heaven, or the angels. You're messing with demons. And they come back and hunt your ass. And it's gonna come back and hunt your ass. That's why this man crying like a bitch. Nobody wanna see his ass. You abuse women and girls and boys. Oh yeah, he had to call me a faggot. Nigga, you seen your naked picture to a 17-year-old boy you saw at dog at McDonald's down there in Chicago. Seeing your new naked picture with your nasty dick into something nasty ass. There was John Doe, not no Jane Doe in all your case. There was John Doe. Ooh, in the closet, you was talking about your damn self being a damn closet. We made a damn doggone documentary of there. You talking about your damn self trapped in the closet. Yeah, your ass was trapped in the closet going both ways. But yeah, keep my dick out your mouth, nigga. Shit. Probably want my dick anyway. Shit. Anyway, let's get back to the subject. You over here crying like a bitch. What you did to me, and I don't feel sorry for your ass. Cause I got evicted in the home with your voodoo curse, and the voodoo came back and hunt your bitch ass, and now you're crying. Then there were people when I was on the street from August 3rd, right when when the white dude got shot the Latinos. I left on August 3rd to on CUNY Homes. From August 3rd to February of the February 3rd of 2021, I went through hell. I was in Starbucks. I was using my computer trying to make my own money. I don't beg nobody for no money because I'm in my good middle class. I ain't begging a bitch ass for no money because I feel like this. You don't give me shit, I ain't give you shit either. When I get money, and I remember you that dumbass person would give me shit, I don't give you something. No. So I was doing my law attraction prayers. That's how I was getting money, y'all. I was trying to make money online, trying to push, try to be my own boss online because I want to be my own boss. And people like, why does it hold me on the computer trying to make my own business? Trying to make my own, be independent. I ain't ask y'all. So people came to me and gave money. I ain't asked nobody for the money. And it was God sending people to me to give money and food and stuff. And that's why Deborah was jealous. It started about the racist Latino bitch ass Pendeja. She was jealous because she wasn't getting the shit. It's funny, she was working. And you mad me getting shit. I ain't asked nobody for nothing. Doing the law of attraction. That's why you see that Satan's over there. I speculate shit, and I do believe my speculation are true. So I almost got killed by a bluish dude, not bluish lotto, a bluish dude. I do believe that's the one that killed Jose Flores. With that dark skinned brother. That's the one I was helping when he was running like a bitch down there in the Heights, talking about that his white girlfriend's apartment condominium, that's white folks in one part, white part family was harassing him because he was a biracial black man. And if you saw everybody think he Mexican, but he not. He part white, African descendant Jewish. Okay, dad was a white man, mom was from the Caribbean. Okay, so anyway, he was. That's why I thought he was the Latino manager at FedEx, but it was not him. They do resemble each other, and I find it weird that we met each other online, and then months later we met each other at FedEx. I woke up on FedEx and thought he was a manager trying to kick me out, and he wasn't. And that's how. But I find it weird he was sitting next to me all the time. How you doing, GJ? How you doing? So anyway, so it wasn't bluish gelato. It was another bluish dude. He was 2 years older than me. He was trying to kill me. Okay, it was back in February 2020. And I already told HPD, FBI, and all that. But I find it weird that he knew. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. Remember, I told you, my situation. I'm good. All right, let me get this other Miss Gigi. Okay, so I'm telling everybody about the arcade. This why we got. That's why we got that stalker harassing us because he connect with Christos. Let me get this stuff because arcade crime that voodoo's curse he put on my porch. A goon came and put a voodoo curse. Is coming to bite his ass. Now I'm talking about that. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Remember I told you. Yeah. Okay. Let me get the subject. Okay. So. So I'm trying to go to timeline, trying to remember everything. I ain't drink my herbal tea yet. I haven't, but I'm remembering stuff. I did drink some peppermint tea and some chamomile with the matcha last night. So I'm remembering a lot of stuff. I took my medication this morning. My medication. So anyway, so what happened was during that time, I went through hell. I found it right after I got the bluish dude in trouble. Not bluish gelato. It's not bluish dude in trouble and he was stalking me. He left. He's in Oklahoma now. Yeah. So and that's when the pandemic. I got rid of Judge Aaron Brown. Helped his ass on my podcast. Got his ass out and on Facebook. Got his ass out. At Wanda Adams, a beautiful dark skinned sister. She won. Judge won ass. She's still a judge today, precinct 7. So I the one helped her in office. And so then there's a pandemic came in, and then I lost my phone. A thot stole my phone. I think she mixed with part Mexican, part white. That bitch stole my phone at the Magnolia Chance on March 24, 2020 and a dark skinned cop, a coon, and a Latina one, both cotton picking, sharp to talk to me crazy in downtown. Don't forget that Tuesday. And yeah, I did FBI report on their bitch ass, got their ass in trouble. So, because on his official operation, Penal Code 39.03, I'm a victim of crime and some bitch stole my phone. Y'all talking to me crazy. So anyway, so then I prayed. I used to go to church, the Catholic church there and pray. And I finally got my stimulus. That's why I vote for Trump. I'm not liking Trump now because of the bad things he's doing. But Trump did give us stimulus check. And I got my stimulus check in April, moved in my hotel. Okay. I moved in my hotel and one hotel was expensive, so I moved out to another one. Okay, and I'm just going down the timeline. Then the money ran out. Actually, I got overcharged. Someone hacked my account, saying that I was in Singapore. I'm not lying. I kid you not. They said that I was in Singapore. I said I don't live in Singapore. I live in Houston, Texas. So then they had to they never the hotel.com never paid me back, so didn't. So I went to another site to pay for the other hotel. Then the bank didn't tell me you used another ATM. They charge you. So by me using another ATM charge, I lost a lot of money because I stayed comfortable in that area where I was at. I know how to. I did a little shopping here and there, but I was taking showers. I felt like died went to heaven when I went to the hotels when I was homeless, and I was clean, looking good, looking pretty boyish like I always do. Okay, and then that's when the money ran out. And then I had to go back on the street in April. Then I'm trying to think, had issue with a fake ass camera skin by my compassion, fake ass, but a nigga do me dirty. Around with Deborah's ad, a security officer Marcus. He threatened to get the laws on me. There was no sign saying no homeless cannot eat outside. I just bought my food stamps at Kroger. This dude, so I got his ass in trouble. Years later, I sure did. Long before George Floyd got killed. Then I cussed the white lady from Black Lives Matter out because she was rude to me, talking about with Cherie Doyle. And I'm glad I brought this up because I believe she'll wish too. She don't believe in God. She demonic. She have part black kids. Don't mean nothing. She very rude. I heard she got people that she stole money from Food Not Bombs. Yeah, that bitch. I cuss her ass out because she talked to me crazy. In downtown, my Latina homegirl that I used to work with, she gave me a hotel for one night, gave me some money. Then I went back on the street. Then I had a white friend who gave me some money for a whole week. See, I'm not racist towards our white people, okay? You know what I said, Gigi? Our white because we both, even though we mix it differently, okay, but we have white ancestry in us, okay? A white man gave me a whole week hotel. Show did. Well, my white friend, So it was doing paid. Our bus was free then, and so I stayed at the hotel for a whole week in June during the whole riots in George Floyd. I saw George Floyd sex tape. I do believe the girl who was mixed with Creole and Nigerian, that's the girl who used to come on my page. I do believe that because remember George Floyd lived in cute homes. I remember seeing George Floyd. Remember the crew he hang with, them thugs. I ain't go talk to them. Okay, I did not go talk to them. I did some thugs. I kept my distance from that crowd. And so then I'm trying to think. Then I went back to the area and Deborah came in before I had that hotel with the white man gave me a hotel for a whole week. So Deborah was cool then, you know what I'm saying? But she was I had prayed for this whole bitch that she would heal from COVID. She had to be we call it what's the word when you had to be stay away. Anyway, she had to be away from the job because of COVID. Then she came back and then there were some things happening, and what happened was that's when the multiracial mixed part white Cherokees Luciferian came in. So the light skinned curly haired brother, that's the one who everybody thought he was Hispanic with curly hair. He like Rick Fox a little bit. He came in out of nowhere, and we started being cool. And but then the Luciferian dude to the area and I tell y'all, that's what I believe is because they were R. Kelly besides Stockton in Phoenix. Because I am a conspiracy theorist. I see in coincidence all this Luciferian told him Lucifer, I said, okay, we believe in saying that's your business, but I didn't know he put a spell on us. And the salmon, when they give you salmon, that's for to do a spell. That's when me and Deborah had issues and that curly hair light skinned dude the vet was trying to kill me and late at night once the white man stole his phone. It was so much going on in July of 2020. And then around that time, when after I bashed Radical Latino for defending the one drop rule, a week after my birthday, actually, a week I remember, yeah, they had a birthday for me at the Starbucks. Deborah was not there, thank the Lord. The next week was the 25th. That's when I got banned, temporary ban, okay? Because remember the white man, was she curly hair, like she mixed with black down my family. She talking about Danielle. I got her ass fired a year later after I got my job because it was letting COVID-19. Yeah, them two bitches were letting COVID-19 workers work there. I kid you not. So one of the girls, messenger, she like Meghan Markle. I ain't trying to put her name out there. She cool. And I told OSHA, don't get her in trouble because it's not her fault. They told her allow her application. Her dad has COVID. She Latina. I think everybody thought she was black. And yeah, was letting folks. I kid you not. That's why the store closed. That's why the store. And so I said, it's weird that they trying to kick me out because because what happened was Danielle never had a problem with me until Deborah came in. And I'm gonna give y'all some tea. I can't reveal too much about these two bitches, but just what like Blue Child from Ohio, Deborah and Danielle are from what? Deborah's not from Ohio, but she stayed in Ohio. Okay, I know all her business. Okay, and Danielle's from Ohio, so I'm assuming. So it was a Mexican dude, a Latino dude named Robert. He was fitted because the white man just got fired. So he was feeling he wanted that spot, and then he was hoping with praying that Robert get that spot. Y'all, Danielle gave it to Deborah, and Deborah took that position, and he got the position at the oh God Rice Village, yeah. So Deborah um you can tell she was not experienced. They say she was at another location, but you can tell, and she was too quiet. And then that's when she started showing her ugly ass. When she started showing, that's why I started she being racist. Cause I never did anything to her. When I was have, I always speak to her and she everything. But she started showing her. But that was when Luciferian came in. Remember, I told you Lucifer, a big old white dude, like he older than me, but he born 1990s. But I'm older than him. He a nurse and he was a Luciferian. He used to come talk to me and that light skin curly hair, a homeless guy. Okay, I'll never get that shit. And I ain't know the signs. And y'all know, look at timeline. While I was at Starbucks, okay, remember Chrissy Teigen? I go on my podcast. I trash Chrissy Teigen on my podcast about them pedophile tweets. Okay, that's why I believe it's all connected. Okay, with R. Kelly, the stalker, the Lucifer, Deborah. I believe all this is connected. And Danielle from Ohio, and I would be shocked that Bluish Gelato probably has something to do with that. I kid you not. Because these witches do, if they don't communicate in fists, they put demons out people, and the demons attract the other folks. They try and attract that they do their spells. So anyway, fear. Remember, I had that vax the next year, and I ended up having well, just in here, I was giving $100 for a shot. I kid you not, when I had my apartment. I don't forget, and while that man was smirking, and next thing I started getting moles in my scalps and my hair falling out right after, you know what I'm saying, getting all these headaches and stuff. Yeah, I ain't trying to put on. Well, yeah, I know Bush disappeared. That's good. But I'm just saying, I do think all that's suspicious. So when and I almost and so remember, let me go ahead and give you some tea, not too much. I stayed with somebody right after the hotel in April. This individual is a OG. This individual have a bad credit record. Thank God that they happened to me at this person. So while we there at the place, while this person mentioned R. Kelly, this April 2020, out of the blue, out of the blue. Okay, so this I'm not gonna mention because this man's an OG, and yes, I'll go ahead and admit this dude is also on that list, on the pedophile list, and how he knew me and how he knew where I was, I'm not lying. And he asked me, you need a place. I took a risk because I did go to a church and said, God, I want a place to stay. I'm tired of being on the street, so I took the risk, and I felt, and I prayed so many prayers and novenas, but novenas and stuff in that apartment of that man was staying there. Okay, I never forget that because I was scared. I said something because he kept talking to some dude over there, and I said, "Hope I'm not doing traffic or anything else." Because people, these weird evil people, be looking for homeless people tracking. So I'm not going to detail what all happened in the apartment, but R. Kelly was mentioned. That's why I find it weird. The next thing when I go online, I find this man is on a Texas list. Besides him being a gangster. I kid you not. So that's why y'all see about all this R. Kelly shit. So then the Bluish Lotto thing. So before Bluish Lotto, when I got my Obama phone, okay, on Good Friday of 2021, okay, after I got my apartment, I got my Obama phone trying to get my stimulus checks and claim income tax, okay, and I did a podcast about Lovely T, okay, talking about Satan's shoes, and there was so much blasphemy going on Holy Week. They had a movie bashing the Blessed Virgin Mary, and then Satan's shoes came out, and what's the name, a Lil Nas X, blood shoes. I mean, it was just satanic that year, right? I gave my Obama phone and I didn't upload that episode because I had issues with the phone, right? And so I had to use Wi-Fi. I ran out of mobile data, so I had to go to another area to use it. Was on Easter Sunday. I went somewhere to use the Wi-Fi, and that's when I contacted OSHA and other businesses that mistreated me when I was on the street. And so I got Danielle in trouble, okay? And Danielle got 5 months, weeks later, talking about style. Yeah, the district manager got her ass out. That's Deborah Friend. So after that situation, so then that's what me and the white woman from Black Lives Matter. So let me tell you why I think she has a connection with this too. So Cherie Dore, after I cussed her out a year ago, I'm on Facebook talking about Sandra Bland, the Amber God case. And people know Oscar Rivera and that white woman were lovers. Okay. And it looks like it was set up. And also Bolton John was lovers to that white woman, talking about Amber Geiger. So as I'm telling you, and shout out to Lovely T, she talked about that too. Here comes Cherie Door talking about you lying. Stop making up a false allegation. Stop making up lies and gossip. And I said, no, I didn't defend Amber Geiger. I'm just saying that both are done because them apartments are not ghetto apartments. That man, the immigrant from the Caribbean, talking about both and John, he was living his American dream. He had them nice, what we call the nice white folks houses. Okay, you cannot break in them apartments. Okay, now the hood ghetto apartments or trailer park or buyer, I can understand, but them are nice apartments. So you could, so how she had access to the door? He had to let her in. They knew each other. They had pictures of Amber Guyger and him together. So I'm telling you, why Sharito came out of nowhere. Sharito come in talking to me crazy. And I cut so we cussed each other out again. She laughed about being home. Remember, she's a homeless rights advocate. But she remember my podcast talk about that bitch. Yeah, that's okay. So I said I exposed your ass on my podcast. I told her that, and then and she kept making fun of me. And then I said, I said, no, I ain't perfect Catholic Christian, but ain't you a Baptist preacher daughter? I used to be shit. You believe in God, F your Sky Daddy. Most Satanists who do not love God call God a Sky Daddy, and they are very blasphemous towards him when they say that. So that's how I knew that this one was satanic. So she helped the homeless and she part of Black Lives Matter. So she here in Houston, Black Lives Matter here. And so I gave her a link of me trashing her on my podcast. She went and inboxed me to her because she had another account telling me I slander her, blah, blah, blah. Now, this is late April. That's when I met Bluish. Around that time. Now, before that, on 420, I got my stimulus check, the 600. Look at time frame. I almost got a nigga try to rob me. I ain't flaunt my shit. I went to the cheap store shit. The guy and this one George for a killer got locked up, right? On that Tuesday. It's called Food Town on Willcrest and Broad Fair, Broad Forest, whatever it's called, around that area. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to stereotype some thug little brothers from dreads, skinny jean dreads, like Travis Scott and kind of like Dave a little bit, typing fast on their dog on text. And so I'm like, am I being watched? And as soon as I got to bus 161, that's when I saw that camera scan brother, and I'm gonna say he one of hot and cold gangs because I want to bring no gang. No people belong to the hot and cold. It was cold, the color cold and cold, hot, right? He had his, it was a dark skinned stud one with him. I had to go take a dump, so I went across the gas station, had my stuff outside. And so the Arab man, Asian, Hispanic, whatever it was, he let me use the restroom. So I get back and something told me, watch your back. So I had toilet paper, toilet paper, stuff for the house. So the man said, give me some shit paper. I pay you $1. I said, sir, I needed someone gave me some money. I'm broke and this and that, and I don't have no stuff. He made us shit paper. Man, I pay you $1, just give me shit paper. And then he got mad. So I guess he was trying to rise some Latino folks that don't speak on English. Because one of them speaking on the phone, speaking Spanish on the phone, not paying attention. This nigga put out the Clip magazine and pulled out his pistol. Before he says, I see you getting them bags every time you go. So he been watching me going to the Fiesta store in Walgreens. See what I'm saying? I just know I'm being gangsta. I said prayers in my novenas in my head. I start praying. I grabbed my shit and ran across the street of Willcrest and Bel Air. It was a bunch of Asian restaurants. And I never forget, I said, oh, HPD here. No, it's security cops. Security. HPD. Oh, it made me mad. It was a fake looking police car from security. I was mad. So I'm praying. And so I get on number 2 bus. It's a dark skinned bus. They know me from number 4 bus. When he's living in Kenny Homes. And the digger way in the back with a sadistic smile looking at me like he want to do something, like smile, like, like a serial killer smile. The dark skinned stud chick was with him. So then we get to Hillcroft in Bel Air, where I was living by. And someone told me, do not get off the bus. And then I called Metro PD, and he heard me on the phone talking about the police officer, not the police, I mean the bus driver. And he said the man had. I said the man has a gun. We said that boy or girl, whatever it is the son of the lesbian stud. She ain't pay. She ain't pay, but he pay. I said I'm gonna tell the other bus driver. And so that same week, I told my case manager, okay, listen, y'all, the Mexican woman that worked in the store in the apartment, Kimberly and through, but my cussed her bitch ass on my podcast that was running her mouth, Jessica Garcia. Okay, when I got a video, okay, this, the one that they fake her names on police reports. Oh, I told her everything on her bitch ass. Yes, I did. If I got a video, her bitch ass be locked up. So Jessica Garcia, because he got criminal records too. Um, listen, y'all, this before me in eviction. Child 21. I said, I don't want to sound rude. Why don't you go tell HPD? But I said no, because let me explain why I wanted to tell her. Because yes, the dark skinned Afro Latino one was not there, the manager. Because the hot and cold gang members, okay, one of them different colors, was in the apartment complex. When he said, because we had a police event for the community on Mariah Carey birthday, March 27, 2021. And I was trying to get away from Acevedo because y'all know on this YouTube, I've called out Chief Acevedo and his crimes. Oh, I know about that dirty ass cop. And I felt something gonna happen to me on that Saturday. I was trying to get my food, my clothes, get my COVID test, and everything, go back to my apartment. And that's her melatonin. I don't like melatonin to eat. I was trying to get away from them two crooks. So anyway, I was trying to get my shit and go. I was like, hurry up, my head, hurry up with this shit. So I was getting my food, I was getting our food and stuff on Mariah Carey birthday on March 27th. Mind you, before it was Latino dude, he used to knock at my door at night. I ain't had a phone then, okay? And okay, so and y'all know what's going on. So when we was having this event, one of the hot and cold gang members dressed in their colors was out there with all the police, and we was like, me and this fan woman in line, we like, don't they know they can get arrested out here? They had y'all, the police was out there, and they had their gang colors on. So this brother said, I seen you with bags. Me going with my food stamps, going to Walgreens and Fiesta and other stores. That's what he's talking about. So I said, oh, so I trying to tell Kimber and Thubarate, she gonna get mad and say, and the reason why she want to deal with cops because she have a criminal record down there in Fort Bend County. So I know all her damn business, bitch, and running her damn mouth about trying to get me a victim with that old Judge Garcia. Like, bitch, keep on talking out of all your business. I did my investigation on that hoe. So anyway, yeah, she lied on her age, and she got a fraud record. She had, oh yeah, that's why some of the rest was end up getting evicted who were paying rent at the apartment complex. All her damn business. And so when she got me evicted, I started telling the FBI on her ass and Judge Garcia. Actually, did FBI report on Judge Garcia way before the eviction came in. They're trying to be back in March, okay? Before Jolene Hidalgo, and Roddy Ellis told about the rent relief. That's when I got the rent relief. Okay, and it was time before I said, if I got something to go to the street, and I know all about Judge Garcia's crime, I said, I got to go tell what's going on. I told the feds on his ass, I showed these. I showed him. If I got to be on the street, he be locked up. He got a whole bunch of sexual assault cases, allegations. Oh, I know all about Judge Garcia's business. Okay, he really, who he was fucking with. Actually, Judge Garcia and Judge Jerry Brown are friends. And since I am African American and Hispanic, I'm a family tree. I both got no cop picking shopping ass out there. I help I showed him. They better leave me alone. Messing with me, I ain't gonna mess with. But let's get back to the subject. So she was a bitch. It's funny. She ran her mouth to Judge Garcia, but 2 years at, she was telling me that she didn't want to hear about this dude putting a gun. And she worked, and she the bookkeeper. And I'm trying to tell her yes. And you ain't talking about this hour side rule because she came because she lives in Fort Bend County. I know where she lives. Fort Bend County, Harris County, two different counties. So I know that little trick about going to another county and you got warrants back home, okay? Because you're trying to run for the law. I know that trick because I know somebody close to me that was doing it. I ain't mention their name, okay? But they talking about that type of stuff. You went out there, Kenny Holmes, okay? So she had a warrant. She had 910 criminal records down there, and she working as a park manager, no, a bookkeeper in Harris County. So I look at it suspicion. Why the hell is she gonna tell me she didn't care about me getting killed? You see what I'm saying? But she ran her bitch ass mouth on our stalker's birthday. But y'all see this? I believe all this shit is connected. I get what I'm saying. So then, as I told my case manager from Catholic Charities, and I told what happened, and I told FBI and all that stuff. And then when I went to go shopping, I went to Fiesta again. It was at Wednesday, right? This dude didn't change his damn clothes on, so give me a Subway sandwich. The nigga was right there at the bus stop across the street sleeping. We was on with the same gang clothes. I said, oh hell no, I walked, baby. I walked on Bel Air, went to the back street of Bisnet and called the number 65 to go to the Dollar Tree store. I said, oh no, oh no, oh no. I said, I know I'm being watched. I said, he was sleeping on the bus stop, y'all. He was homeless. But he had to have a gun. He's gonna pawn the gun. But I do believe him and that third chick was robbing Hispanic folks. I believe they were doing it. There was cop picking going against Hispanic immigrants, African, whoever, who, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm saying, I never get that Tuesday. I still traumatized. That Tuesday at night, that nigga pulled that clip, that magazine clip, and put that gun. I started praying. I grabbed all my stuff and went across the street past that Jack in the Box. Woo! I don't forget that Tuesday night. Whew, I don't forget that damn Tuesday, damn night. Ooh, that was when George Floyd Kelly got locked up, and that was that. And I got my stimulus check on 420. Okay, so all that was going on before me and Sharito got into it, and Bluish came in. I see that I guess when I upload the bill of April 15th, upload the podcast, somebody in some satanic code didn't like I was telling the truth. Remember, I was telling the truth about how the reason why they're bashing the investment because of Genesis 3, imputing you the woman. That's why I just call her the woman. Okay, he's called her the woman because she's the one clothed with the son. Revelation 12. I parallel all that together because I knew why that was going on during Holy Week. Okay, we were all that satanic energy was going on. So I guess somebody got offended. And maybe the GameStop for R. Kelly got offended and they said, well, ever sent some goons after him. So then Sharito came in, the robber, then here come Bluish for April. So I had good and bad going on. And you know, 420 is also Hitler's birthday. A lot of folks don't know that. That's also Hitler's birthday. I like that. One thing I love about me and Love It TV, we both Leos. A lot of us is esoterical, okay? I ain't talking about esoterical witch, I'm talking about we see the signs that people don't want to see, okay? Oh yeah, we see the signs. A lot of us Leos are very smart. Like Ed Gordon, the bright skin brother Ed R. Kelly, he said, I knew you must have a twin out there. It means I ain't heard nobody. Well, Ed Gordon birthday before mine, okay? And Theo, me and him saying birthdays. A lot of us Leos, we very good on signs. Let me go charge his phone. Hold on, come the phone down. Anyway, okay, we esoterical. Okay, we never mind. We see things that a lot of people don't see. Okay, that's I'm saying people overlook. They go by their biases. We see things that's unbiased. So a lot of us, I can't say all Leos, but anyway. So going back to that situation with that's how I mean blue. So I have me on YouTube and I start seeing these anti-black male videos from this. I'm like, what in the hell? Why? I'm like, why this man saying all this anti-black shit? You know what I'm saying? I said, I ain't trying to be nosy. Let me talk to the brother. I can't change this nigga mind, but not all brothers hate you. And my thing was to let the nigga know time I'm Bluish. Though they the ones who hate on you, you know, when you miss when I say hate on you, I'm not saying hate on you when you do some shit done to someone else. I'm talking about hate you for no reason at all. Usually people hate you because they're jealous of you. But you don't say every African man, because you don't know every African man, and African people are mixed. We not pure black. If we hate on a mixed race person, we also hate on ourselves because we're from mixed race ancestors. Our parents would not be here. Our grandparents probably come with different complexion heritage because we have mixed race ancestors. We cannot forget that. So I was trying to let this dude know, first of all, yeah, I'm darker than him, but I'm not dark skinned. And I don't hate on something that helped me be here. You know what I'm saying? And let me you bash your parents. I'm talking about the abuse. That's different. That's different. Action's different. I'm talking about genetically. Wasn't for the mixing of my family tree, my parents would not exist. No white man cannot negate that. Okay, y'all put white men on a pedestal like y'all do and act like he God. I don't. So I'm telling the truth. And then what happened is he and I bump heads. Me and Bluish bump heads. And he started going against some mix. And they're like, hold on, dude, you don't tell me I'm not mixed. I've been claiming I'm mixed since I'm 13 years old. And I'm not gonna stop claiming I'm mixed head to I take it to the grave. And I knew I kept presenting evidence of my, because I learned it in college when I was in El Paso, Texas. Always come with evidence of your claim. You know what I'm saying? Always use references when you're doing an essay, use footnotes, whatever. And so I'm using references, every argument he's saying that's wrong. And I knew that something was not right. That's how I knew he was satanic because the devil do not like truth. The devil goes by lies. Okay? The devil is the father of lies. So if you present truth to the devil, he's not gonna take it. He's gonna defend his lies like it's true and make you look stupid. So that was the reason why by being him bump here, I wasn't obsessed with him. What I was upset was that the fact that this man, humiliated me on social media, had his friends, and I said I knew something satanic. And I even think that R. Kelly's crew probably put a spell because go back to the situation, y'all. When I told R. Kelly asked me what my race was, when I was arguing with him, and I said, "Well, dude, I said I'm not pure black. I said I'm same complexion, camera skin like you. I'm a black, white, and American." You know what I said? Okay, so let him know I'm gonna go by the one drop rule. I don't care about the one drop rule. Well, that's why we have it in the crisis. People claim to be Hebrew and all other stuff because we're not pure black people. We are multiracial black people. It wasn't for the gene pool, the ancestry of who we are, we wouldn't be here. So you can't say it because more or less the other. It's still, even if it was more or less, it still contribute to be here. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I believe all this mess. Now, the also thing that y'all know about the R. Kelly situation, while R. Kelly was harassing me on January 12th, 2019, let you know a lot race Latino dude made some death threats to me. You don't think that's connected? And I know it's not until I'm an R. Kelly fan that's Hispanic went and tried to get me trying to threaten against me. And I told that's why I had issue with Susan Wachowski. Because they trying to tell me how to act on YouTube, but death threats are not tolerable. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's mad because we called out his crimes. He hurt people, he act like master on the plantation. Everything having sex slaves, that's no different than the slave master that was raping. That's not family tree. He did exactly what his grandpa was white was doing. Okay, so you can't see him blaming the white men and also you acting like the racist white men that were doing all the sex trafficking and all that stuff. Come on, yeah, well with a camera skin tan. So that's when I knew. I said, what satanic people do is use things you like and turn it against you. Things that you believe in turn it against you. It's like a revenge trick. And that's why I believe that's why this dude did what he did. So they couldn't kill me in Arkansas because then one thing, the whole idea of making me homeless is making me vulnerable to organ harvesting, human trafficking. Okay. Now I'm going back to my memory lane about the bluish guy, not bluish dollar who tried to kill me in February and January 2020. He said when we went to Midtown Cafe, you smart, you too dumb. Your black ass should not be out on the street. Now this nigga on the street. And so the reason why that I didn't act a fool, y'all, I had my shank for me with me, okay? But I know this dude was going to the we call it the storage and he might have a gun. Okay. So I knew that I had to be careful. I couldn't run my mouth too. I had to be sneaky with right. So we had Midtown Cafe, and he said and it was me because he got mad at me for not hang with him at middle of the night. And I'm like, dude, I'm at FedEx. I'm not coming to this cold out there. So we go to Midtown Cafe after we left Starbucks, and he thought I would order some food. Dude ate all the food and did not give me shit. And a family member asked me if I want something. I was like, nah, I'm okay, because I had some tortillas in the bag. And I said, I'm glad I'm seeing this, but the officer why I hang around with that bluish dude because I knew he was on the run, and I need money. So if he was on the run with the law, you damn right, I was gonna snitch, give me some money, go give me a hotel. You damn right. So I was like playing dumb and scared and all that. Like, no, I ain't scared of this nigga. I was just pretending I'm a good actor. So I'm at Midtown Cafe. I'm laughing at stuff, trying to keep it, calm. And he said that the bluish dude, not bluish, the bluish, he said, you too smart to be out the street. You're a black ass need a job. You be hanging with me, I'll make you work. Yeah, you don't get a job. So when he said that, I'll make you work, he's saying human trafficking, I'll make you work for me. You don't give it, and I saw some code words. And I'm laughing. I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm a male version of Tina Turner, and this man's Ike. I felt that way. Like this man trying to treat me like Tina Turner, and I'm Ike. Okay, I mean I'm Tina, the male version. No, and we're not in a relationship. Hell no, no gay relationship. But y'all get my point. The way he was talking to me, and I'm like, I got my shank, I got my prayers, I got my knife with me just in case he come after me. But Kevin might have a gun on him. So he kept saying, he said, I want you to come with me. And I said, dude, it's right on Montrose and Westgate. I said, no, it's first let's go cat cafe. I said, no, nah, man, I feel scared. I said, scared. I thought you said you're a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad, man, you won't come. Yeah. And then he started chanting about mixed. I said, dude, I've been identified as mixed way before I even met you. I ain't trying to be you. Y'all gotta stop that little dog. I ain't trying to be. I've been identified as mixed since I was 13 years old. Once I start doing my favorite tree, realize who the real thing and who I am, I stop. I ain't trying to be you. I am who I am. Okay. There's one thing I noticed that he was jealous of because he had a YouTube channel and his YouTube channel was not getting views. You go to my YouTube channel, I've been having views since 2011. Okay, that's why I noticed this nigga was jealous of me. So then he got man, he kept arguing me on text message. I'm like, damn. I'm just laughing. I said, well, I'm gonna hang around because if this, because one time when the police, when HP came in, the law's here, law's here, the law's here. I said, nah. I said, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna hang around because in case something, if he's on the run, he got a warrant. You know what I'm saying? And it's a okay, going to the hotel. How they in? So okay, I play scared. Okay, like okay, if he running from the law hotel, motel, hop there in. Say what in, okay? So I already had a plan. I said, be safe. Now if it gets too dangerous, I'm gonna have to get away from it. But I got a plan. If he trying to kill, he run from law, he got born. And Levi did that because he called me out my name and I cussed his ass out, okay? And he disrespect me and then he wanna apologize. Okay, I said, you must got warned. I kid y'all not. This bluish dude would say, yeah, the law's here, the law's here, the law's here, the law's here, the law's here. I'm like, damn, I ain't scared of that. You talk to see, I said, I'm not scared, because I know my rights. Law do something like the official oppression, people claim on their ass. And I know to go to FBI, okay, and I know to go there because let me tell y'all something. When the whole Black Lives Matter, and that's why I thank God I did not go march. I didn't see nobody protesting with signs of penal codes to put these folks in check. You can scream Black Lives Matter, Latino Lives Matter, No Kings March, gay, bisexual, lesbian, trans, rights matter, Muslim, Asian, okay, Native lives. If you're not quoting penal codes that match your argument, you're not going to win the argument. See, when you quote the penal codes, what these police are doing wrong, that's what scared them. Okay? Y'all, it gets on my nerves. Okay, yeah. Okay, so He was scared of the laws here, the laws here, the laws here, man. And so I said, okay, keep on running your mouth and cuss me out, disrespect and call me black ass, this and that, and I said, keep on running and call me, you a girl, you a girl. I said, I got a plan for you. I said, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut this time. I got a plan, okay? Like Miss Peaches, I got a pot. I got a plan. I'm gonna fire this chick here in my hand. So I had a plan for his bitch ass. I showed you I had a plan for his ass. I had a plan for his ass. Keep on running your bitch ass mouth, disrespecting me. I don't have to argue no more because I sneak and do something for you. So then that's how I knew he was running from the law. And then what also caught me off guard to going back to the situation with the bluish guy who from he's from New York. Okay, he lives on West Side. Okay, with him, okay, now that's another dude. He this darker skinned brother was at Starbucks in Midtown before they stopped having people be in Midtown. Okay, and he away from me. He texts me on the phone, says big old brother darker than me come up there, boom, in his seat, mad. And he said, I said, who is this person? Oh, that's that dude. He always has a seat. He from Atlanta, Georgia. So then, this is what I said, y'all. I text back. I said, hold on. Are you with R. Kelly? Because y'all know that R. Kelly had a home in Atlanta, Georgia. Before they went to Chicago, they raided his house in September, no, August of staying in Charlottesville when white racist thugs were acting chipping out, acting fool, acting like Obama monkeys on that Charlottesville, Virginia riot. Okay, because the statue being taken down. Okay, the same day R. Kelly was getting raided. Okay, I'll forget that day. I was in Tina Homes that Saturday. So while that was going on back in 2017, I don't forget that shit. No, 2018, 2018 is where it was when they had Charlottesville riot. So which 2017 show was. When they're trying to take it all the statues, the Confederate statues out, blah blah blah. I'll forget that. So Atlanta, Georgia, they start going after R. Kelly's home. Okay. And that's why I told the bluish guy on text message, I said, if this dude for R. Kelly, are you R. Kelly? And he started laughing in the text message. I said, no, I said, I feel set up. I said, no, I'm being gang stalked. I said, I know I'm being gang stalked. Baby, Lord. So this is why I don't. So anyway, let's fast forward. I'm getting tired talking right now. So when I got tagged on Single Mayo, when Fighter Complex, I'm saying bitch ass name, Fighter Complex, Kim 123, and Bluish. Okay, and they had the cotton picking, straw picking, the Vestas, bitches, witches, whatever, in the comments talking trash, but folks from the Golden Spirit talking shit about me too. This is why I started investigating the Golden Spirit now. I wasn't investigating Gigi or Moderation Movement. I was mainly going after Bluish friends. And this so Gigi, if you come back, you this is how I know your VO. So then soon as Summer 21, when you bash Bluish, I thumbed up the VO. Cause I'm glad a mixed race sister who fit his narrative with mixed race, you know, we all mixed come different complexions, but high yellow, bright curly hair that fit his narrative was bashing him and you went in on him, and that's why I started liking your views. Okay, so I said, dang, I'm gonna team up with her to get rid of this nigga because he embarrassed me in front of everybody. Then you had two, three racist Latino dudes put com on my not com, I said com put porn on my page. Okay, okay, it's on. Okay, you took my business down, my baby. YouTube is my this channel is my baby that I bring made back in January, back in September of 2011, right? 2010, 2011, 2011. Okay, showed it. Okay, in 2011. No, it was no. It was 2010, 2010 showed it. So anyway, so going back to the situation, that's why I did. So that's why I started. And I started seeing these people who are on bluish side. I said they investigate. So I was looking at the Spinal Tap Spear, the Vessel Spear, the witches, satanic ones, and the Golden Spear. I had all these spears because I'm trying to find put all these folks together who is connected with bluish. Okay, So I wasn't trying, to. And when me and the stalker found each other on January 2020, first, my main objective was going after Bluish and whoever had my channel taken down. Okay, I didn't care less about Golden Spear and wasn't trying to join it. Okay, I don't need the Golden Spear to be mixed. Okay, I've been identifying myself as mixed at 13 years old, going on 14 back in 1983, and I'm never taking it to the grave with me. Okay, no one's not gonna stop me, like including the stalker and Judge ugly ass, been there her cactus face because Nepal in the Cara fair City Gonzalez ain't gonna stop me either, okay? So nobody gonna stop me, okay? Not even though my family gonna stop me who ashamed of their mixed heritage. I'm not ashamed of mine. I do what I want. I'm my own individual. So, but when the stalker, I'm gonna just fast forward, not to bring him in because I don't want to talk too much about his ass. When I investigated him, he started doing videos on me back in January 2023. That's when Catholic Church. Okay, let me bring this up. Okay, so Catholic Charities, we signed a contract to have another year of housing. I'm supposed to have my housing in on February 28, 2023. Okay, since we did another year. They claimed there was no funds, which I'm glad the Houston Housing Authority is getting in trouble for messing with our funds. Okay, so I knew somebody was doing witchcraft on me. Once I had a different case manager than Kimberly Johnson, she was two-faced. Both fake sister gal, okay. And when they brought Yesson, I got rid of Karen. Karen was the Spanish chick that was being rude to us and being got her ass. I told her on her ass. So they brought the dark skin Aflatin one day and Brenda and they brought Kimberly and all that. So some told me I was on the top block, but I tried to ignore it. Okay, I did help Lena Hidalgo win her campaign. I was one of the people that pushed for Lena to win, and Judge Israel Garcia was following people who was helping Lena win. Okay, so Judge Israel Garcia, something told me to watch his ass. So I found out people told me he was dirty. One of the sisters did like Patty Bell and Lorena Vaz, she actually relates to them. She dark skinned Creole. She works and she pay her rent on time. They messed up her rent cycle, told her to pay a balance that she had to pay. And the Mexican work under Yeslin's Cube. She Afro Latino Cube dark skin. Well, fake video love his bitch looking Brenda. She not perfect, she Mexican. She talked rude to that sister, so did. She got evicted and evicted on her brother's funeral day. I'll never forget that. Since some witchcraft shit. And so she wanted to appeal and she went and got an apartment. And I have to pack her stuff out. So did. Okay. So I knew something was up back in 2022. And remember, I told the stalker I didn't want to talk to him in February. Okay, when he did me dirty. He kept saying, and so the free rent ended on my grandma's death day. Okay, so she died the 23rd. So that's when okay, New Year's Eve. That's when they buried her. I didn't go to the funeral. I didn't. Okay, my half brother comes in, take the beads. Something told me and I remember even before he came to my apartment. Something told me something about to happen to you, but I tried to ignore. Okay, I tried to be negative. And that's when I came back from Applebee's. They was shooting out the apartment couple of New Year's Eve, and I see the stalker talking about me. Okay, so when I got my income tax, remember I did go to school so in 2022 online. So I got my income tax. I was trying to pay the rent off, whatever, and then also there was a freeze on me getting my stimulus. I mean my income tax check. They told me I had to verify who I was because someone was trying to get my money. So I had to inbox the treasurer, say, look, I'm trying to not get evicted. I told Kim Intobarate that she still did eviction. And when I got the check, so here in Texas, when you have an eviction, You can pay $22 and they remove the judge. They will have to move the case to the next month. Okay, they usually do that. This time, remember my stocking birthday was the day of eviction because I had moved it. They moved it next week, not the next month. So back in March, I supposed to be evicted on the 13th or 14th of March, but I didn't because I paid $22 a week before the eviction or days before the eviction, and it went to April 12th. Okay. Now, once I found out who the stalker was, and I cannot mention his name, I found out he was connected with Chris Stokes. That's how I knew that this was R. Kelly situation. Okay, so let me explain why. That's why he said that he told Judge Garcia Gonzalez that I claim Illuminati. Dude, I listened to Zachary King, the former satanic wizard. Do you know why Cheston Burton and Chris Cornell are dead? Because they exposed a sex trafficking ring in Hollywood. This whole Celeste case, this is not an isolated case with Celeste with David. Okay, y'all. They be looking for kids, some of these celebrities, to do sex trafficking and organ harvesting. And this is a real shit. I'm not making this shit up. Okay? Having girls with sex trafficking, well, they were sex trafficking in R. Kelly's crap. Okay? So if you expose the sex trafficking secret, that's why Corey Feldman, Michael Jackson friend, refused to tell who molested him because they have goons. So the sex trafficking ring, when Cheston Burton from Lincoln Park and Chris Cornell exposed that, why you think they was hung in their apartment, in their hotels? Why you think that Cheston Burton, who sang at Chris Cornell's what's it called? Chris Cornell's funeral, he died on July 20th on what? On what? He died on what? On Chris Cornell's birthday. This is why I'm against Tyler. I believe she was sexual. Remember, I said I'm not bashing her for being mixed. I can tell 9, 10, this girl was sex trafficking. The white manager who's white African, remember I was talking about that in my tweet? Jaguar White is telling the truth. They market Tyler, excuse me, so they can get the little girls, have them sex lives so some pedophile can go after them. This is some real shit. Y'all, this stuff didn't have a problem when we talking about, but so when you do best get on these people, and I do plan on being a private investigator, you can tell this all is a sex trafficking ring, a satanic one. Kids getting kidnapped, they on the way at 9, 10, some movie star pedophile purchased them. I kid you, this is some real. Why you think that the white manager down there in Africa, he inboxed Tyler at 17 years old before she signed her contract? Remember, her parents didn't want her on Facebook and any social media, but she was singing American songs. And you see this girl being sexualized, and she's a grown woman now, but they were grooming her. This will also remind me of Celeste Hernandez case. They be looking at Ellie Carter. She not lying about that shit. Miss Carter is not lying about what she went through. Okay, y'all tell you this is some weird, fantastic shit. So when I speculate with England, I'm not gonna talk too much about the stalker, but when the claims I speculate about the stalker due to England biracial exposing that, Judge Gonzalez gonna talk about I was slandering the guy. I wasn't trying to slander him. When I see five, I see smoke five will call out is. I see Pam called out. And so the noise is y'all. When I exposed the guy for being connected with Christos, why you think that why did the rent relief came on the 11th of April, right? And I was able to pay the rent. The next day, the server came to my house with a protection order on April 12th. Remember, April 12th was the I supposed to go see Judge Garcia, the eviction judge. Y'all, this is some real shit. That's how I know it all tie into. After I paid my rent, that's when this dude sent a protection order at me. Okay? So I'll kid you not. So I tried to get the protection order, get rid of it because it was lies. I'd never been in Arizona. I don't hate mixed people when I am mixed due to my ancestry and identify as mixed. I never called this man phone. I got his information, but I gave all information to law enforcement. I didn't go. I'm not. I don't want no to do with this dude. This dude said I made threats to his family. I compared him to Selena. Like this, he was making lies up. So I said, I'm not going to jail with no false allegation. First, I never stepped foot in Phoenix. So what the hell are you talking about? So when and I noticed that Tina Turner ended up dead 2 days when Judge Gonzalez was trying to set me up. Okay, on May 27th, May 22nd. Remember he came to Houston and then he tried to come knock at my apartment and talk about some DoorDash and pizza. And I remember when he said about hybrid vigor. Okay, so this is why I know this dude is cool with Chris Stokes and R. Kelly and Diddy. All that channel he got trying to bash them, he connected because Zachary King, the former Satanic Wizard, said this is why Chastain Bellington and Chris Cornell are dead because they exposed to sex trafficking ring. Why you think they trying to go after Jaguar Wright? Why do you think when Angie Stone did? Why do you think that D'Angelo just passed away? And yeah, and I do believe Bill Cosby had Michael Jamal Warren dead. I do believe that. Okay. Aaron Carter died, and I believe he was killed on November 5th, 2022, a year after Astroworld. That's Kim Kardashian Mammy's birthday. Y'all cannot make this shit up. These people satanic, they evil, they just completely evil. I'm just calling like it is, okay? And so he tried to kill me. And HPD did tell me that if he comes back to Houston, he's automatically arrested. Come on my residence, come near me, he's automatically. And this why the dude is obsessed with me, talking about the stalker. But like I say, that's why I'm not crying about because just because I suppose a sex trafficking ring connection with R. Kelly, here his goon. This dude is a goon for R. Kelly. If he friend with Chris Stokes, that's a goon for R. Kelly. It's one of his goons. I kid you not, it's a goon. And like I said, they're doing witchcraft and Satanism and all this shit. And you know this bluish Jalala was a Satanist too. Y'all understand that? It's the scene. And I think we're going back to Deborah at Starbucks. I believe her lesbian wife are Satanists. I believe that Danielle Charles said, why would you have people at Starbucks with COVID-19 symptoms or having somebody with COVID-19 in family and lie on application work at Starbucks? That's unhealthy. That's against the law. Okay? Why did Luciferian came to Starbucks before me and Deborah had issue and gave us salmon? This is all connected. All these people are connected. Okay? Why did Darrell Johnson, the dark skinned boy with long dreads, go leave Chicago and come to Houston and then get arrested for fraud? Why did another R. Kelly friend, a fan, Chicago left in 2020 and came to Houston? They were coming after me because I exposed the R. Kelly situation. That's why I know I'm getting all this backlash and stuff. People are following me. People trying to cause trouble me, trying to ban me from businesses. Yeah, because they're all connected. Okay, I'm not making that shit up. It's all connected. So the police department involved in it. I ain't stupid. Okay, so then y'all know y'all that I know that this is the reason why that I got what happened to me because I exposed R. Kelly. R. Kelly went to prison. He crying like a bitch. Okay, I'm telling you, like this is yeah, I already know. So that's all I gotta say. All right, but enough there. I'm tired. My mouth is tired. And like I say, and I didn't mention Stalker's name, but hey, I know he part of it because he tried to become famous. I did my research. I said, hold on. He fought, yes, he fought Aaron Carter. And who goes to Las Vegas to fight? Who does that shit? I be having my phone. I'm trying to fight about it. We're going to take it outside. Yeah, I know. Yeah, some thug like that happened to Tupac talking about Orlando Anderson. Yeah, they start fights at a no, but you in Las Vegas, you trying to have your fun. You ain't trying to start off damn fight in no damn club. Sure, what I say? Where the hell can you go? Right, where the hell can you go? She let it go. That's sad, right? Shoes. Me and my home girl, right? Like who goes to Los? Who goes? Oops. Hello. Mm. Ain't nothing but the devil. Yeah, yeah, nothing but they trying to freeze my account, freeze it. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So that's why I end up in this situation because I suppose a sex trafficking ring and R. Kelly, the ringleader, went to jail. And you're friends with Chris Stokes, I know you want you reason why you got. So that's why this man lying to judges and stalking me and talking about. Like I said, I don't want to talk too much about the dude. My whole purpose is he connected, and I do believe in my heart he connected with R. Kelly. Okay, okay. And one thing, like I say, because before he came into the scene, okay, remember R. Kelly, crisis manager, came back to Houston, came back to Houston, and he got in trouble for fraud. I can tell the man was trying to come after me, okay? Because I don't want to expose. I said, so this is why I'm getting attacked about the mixed identity stuff because I use that in my argument. That the reason why that I know R. Kelly is lying because we're mixed, demonstration mixed, we come different complexions. There's no way in hell that dark skinned brother of his is on that damn tape. Okay, I don't even, I never watched the tape because I ain't trying to get trouble from no CP. But I'm just saying, and when you in this industry, y'all, they do sacrificial stuff. They do rituals. Like I know that Celeste was killed in ritual. Okay, like you can just tell. D'Angelo, all these artists. Mario just came out. You know, no Mario the singer. Okay, you should let me love you. Yeah, him. He came out said he does witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? You know, even the head of braids. You say she just. You say he just a friend. You say he just a friend. I mean, so, okay. He just came out on a podcast and me he do witchcraft. Like nah, like I'm telling you, these people are you. These people, baby, it's a dark world out there. And go, okay. Like I say, and yeah, he part. And I'm not trying to talk too much about the dude down there in Phoenix, okay? He part of that, okay? He is. If you was friends with Christos, you was doing. podcasts and bashing celebrities, you part of that ring. And that's why I know why that he came after me. And why that Darrell Johnson, Dawes come. Yeah, they say he was from Houston, but he was making money with R. Kelly as a price man. Why he quit? Why he quit 2 days before I got evicted? He quit on July 22nd, and then I got evicted July 24th. Why that happened? What that tells you? What that tells you? He was trying to come get me. Okay, he was trying to come get me. All right, like I'm not making. I believe all that. And Arizona is known for sex trafficking and human trafficking. Even it wasn't Ellie Carter. She said that it was when she was at CPS and with Riverside where Celeste was living at. She said that they was trying to make her go to either Russia or Arizona. So they have connections. Yeah, these celebrities, and like I say, these Illuminati type people. You reveal their secrets, they come after you. That's why I know I'm in gangsta. Why you think my channel got taken down? Why you think all this bad stuff happened? Because they know any witches. Y'all, ever since this shit, I ain't never met so many witches in water. I like, damn, I used to be one, and I ain't hardly had nobody be a witch. I was a few ones in my area. Plants and people say you better get all this money. I ain't never met so many witches online, witches in person. I ain't never met so many people into that stuff. It's big. It's growing. Yeah. So anyway, I gotta go. I gotta give me something to eat and get my caffeine on. Y'all, I'm just tired. But let me let y'all know, I don't give a damn about R. Kelly crying. This is your bitch, and the curse you put on me is the curse came back and hunt your ass. All them fine grown women you could, consensually grown women you could mess with. Leave it all them folks alone. You could choose. He had some fine sisters on the video that were grown shoes. I wish I was older. You know what I'm saying? Some fine ass sisters. It's fine white girl, fine sister every damn shade. Sisters are mixed up too. Latinas, Asian. Cause I got plenty of fine women. You see, like men. Cause and not even homo is also a man out there that's no offense, be homo, no homo, handsome men out there you could mess with too. Not no boys, not no girls. They got beautiful people of every ethnicity and both genders. When you work, you have access to that. So you don't have to mess with no kid. But let me explain something. I keep forgetting to say this. They mess with children because in Satanism, the not the not the theistic ones, not the atheistic ones. They believe in a sacrifice. So in God in the Bible, when Jesus said, "You hurt these little ones, you hurt me." That's why they go. That's why all this, and it's not just R. Kelly and them alone, and David and all of them, and Harvey Weinstein, CIA, Bush administration, Reagan had sex trafficking with the Lincoln insurance. It was Lincoln Insurance, what it was called, in Omaha, Nebraska, with the Omaha and Boys Town. Go look it up. So get that book, Program to Kill, but David Gowan is gonna talk about that. And they was out there, yeah, they doing when ever since George H. Bush got with Michael Aquino, from Stanford said he was also sentient with Church of Satan. Michael Aquino and Lilith, they were sexually abusing kids in the Orange Bays and West Point. They were all this and what it was on Robert Bird show about him being a tenant and being Satanist. So this is the reason why back in the 80s, a lot of children, like what happened to the man from American Horse One, was adopted because yeah, they out there though, and it was satanic panic, but there was some truth in satanic panic. They were out there, and they still doing that to this day. Okay, so because there's four levels of human trafficking. There's drug trafficking, there's sex trafficking, there's forced labor, slavery, and then there's organ harvesting. In organ harvesting, Like we have a Kenny Jenkins and Private Celeste too. Um, the organs like close to $1 million or something like that, and they be freeing you, kidnap you, cut up your organs, and sell them. And the wicked doctors will take the organs to get them. When I kid you not. So that's why that we got a sick situation going on here in the United States of America, and that's why they want me homeless because they're trying to come after me. Okay, because I'm vulnerable, but it ain't happening. Thank God. And that's all I gotta say. But me, yeah, I feel sorry for R. Kelly. I feel sorry all this shit I had to go through due to this being put a spell, and he sent a gun to my apartment. I don't feel sorry for him. Probably a real.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.